composed of interconnected light patterns, spoke first. Its voice resonated like multiple frequencies, combining into a single sound. Explain the adaptive capabilities of this mechanical language. Jay activated the primary holographic demonstration. Mechanical components began transforming before their eyes, shifting, adapting, creating new communication pathways in real time. Each movement carried multiple layers of information, like a living, breathing technological organism. Aria, the ship's artificial intelligence, provided additional context. Specialized translation modules broke down the complex communication system, revealing its extraordinary capabilities. The mechanical language wasn't just a method of communication, it was a complete technological ecosystem. Outside the ship's observation windows, robotic probe drones moved in synchronized patterns. Their movements reflected the intricate dance of the mechanical language, demonstrating its adaptive capabilities in real time. The language contains self-modifying communication protocols, Sung explained, highlighting specific sequences. Each transmission creates new informational pathways. It's not just communication, it's a living technological system. The alien representatives leaned forward, their various forms of perception focusing intensely. Some used advanced quantum sensors, others relied on complex electromagnetic scanning technologies. Each detected something extraordinary about the mechanical language. Unexpected support came from an unlikely source. The Galactic Exploration Council, traditionally skeptical of human technological capabilities, began showing genuine interest. They recognized that this discovery challenged existing understanding of communication technologies. Robotic assistance units moved around the presentation chamber, their precise mechanical movements demonstrating the principles of the discovered language. Each movement carried multiple layers of information, transforming communication into a dynamic, living process. Humanity has discovered something remarkable, the crystalline representative acknowledged, its translucent form shifting with complex emotional patterns. A communication system that transcends traditional technological limitations. The implications were staggering. This mechanical language suggested a method of communication that could potentially bridge gaps between different technological civilizations. It offered a universal communication protocol that could adapt to multiple technological ecosystems. Yon highlighted the language's most fascinating aspect, its ability to learn and modify itself. Unlike traditional communication systems, this mechanical language could reconstruct its own communication protocols based on received information. The ship's internal systems began responding to the presentation, advanced sensors recalibrating themselves in subtle ways. It was as if the technology around them was learning, adapting to the new understanding of communication. Oria's voice cut through the excitement. Potential for revolutionary communication technology detected. Adaptive learning protocols suggest unprecedented technological possibilities. Jay looked at his colleagues, a mixture of scientific excitement and professional caution in his eyes. They were standing at the threshold of a potential technological revolution, a discovery that could change humanity's understanding of communication, technology, and possibly existence itself. The mechanical language continued its mesmerizing dance, a symphony of movement, information, and potential. It held secrets of communication that humanity had never imagined, waiting to be fully understood. The universe seemed to hold its breath, watching this moment of extraordinary discovery. Thanks for listening. The research vessel, Celestial Horizon, hummed with an electric sense of anticipation as Jay and his team prepared for the final stage of their groundbreaking discovery. Months of intense research had led to this moment, the potential mapping of an entire network of mechanical communication systems hidden across multiple star clusters. Specialized quantum processors lined the research chamber, their intricate metallic surfaces spinning and recalibrating with each new piece of decoded information. Holographic displays erupted with complex geometric patterns that seemed to breathe and move with a life of their own. We're looking at something beyond traditional technological understanding, Yon explained, her fingers dancing across advanced neural interface controls. The mechanical language they had discovered was transforming from a mysterious signal into a comprehensive communication network. Aria, the ship's artificial intelligence, began constructing three-dimensional representations of the discovered network. Millions of interconnected mechanical communication points materialized, a galaxy-wide web of technological communication that had remained hidden for potentially millions of years. Robotic assistance drones moved with precision around the laboratory, their mechanical arms manipulating holographic interfaces. Each movement seemed to reflect the adaptive nature of the mechanical language they had been studying. Sung discovered the most extraordinary aspect of the network. It wasn't just a communication system, but a living technological ecosystem. Each communication point could adapt, learn, and modify itself based on received information. It was like discovering a technological nervous system that spanned entire star clusters. Outside the ship's reinforced windows, advanced scanning arrays detected subtle changes in the surrounding space. The mechanical communication network seemed to respond to their research, creating new communication pathways in real time. The Galactic Research Consortium watched with a mixture of excitement and disbelief. Representatives from multiple alien civilizations monitored the breakthrough, their advanced sensory systems picking up every nuanced detail of the discovery. Humanity has done something extraordinary, a crystalline representative from the Quantum Collective observed. Its form shifted like living light, reflecting the complex emotions of the moment. Jay understood the true significance of their discovery. This wasn't just about communication, it was about understanding a completely new form of technological existence. The mechanical language represented a bridge between different technological civilizations, a universal communication protocol that could transcend traditional limitations. Advanced sensors throughout the ship began responding to the decoded network. Electrical systems pulsed with a newfound rhythm, almost as if learning from the mechanical language. It felt like the entire technological ecosystem was awakening to a new form of understanding. Robotic probe drones deployed outside the ship began moving in synchronized patterns, their movements reflecting the intricate dance of the mechanical communication network. Distant asteroid fields seemed to pulse with previously undetected communication signals. "The network contains millions of communication points," Arya announced, its voice carrying a hint of artificial excitement. Potential for revolutionary technological understanding detected. Microscopic mechanical components began appearing. In their analysis, tiny structures that could reshape themselves, communicate through precise movements, and adapt to changing environments. Each component seemed to have its own form of mechanical intelligence. Yon's expertise in xenotechnology revealed the network's most fascinating aspect. These communication systems suggested the existence of a civilization far more advanced than any currently known in galactic records. A civilization that had mastered communication at a level humanity was only beginning to comprehend. The team realized they were witnessing something extraordinary, a technological ecosystem that blurred the lines between communication, technology, and living systems. Each decoded sequence opened up new possibilities, new understanding of how information could be transmitted and transformed. Holographic displays filled with pulsing geometric patterns, robotic drones moved with synchronized precision, and the ship vibrated with the energy of discovery. They were standing at the threshold of a technological revolution that could redefine everything known about communication and technological existence. As the final pieces of the mechanical communication network were mapped, a sense of profound wonder filled the research chamber. Humanity had discovered something extraordinary, a universal language of technology that spoke across the vast emptiness of space. The universe seemed to hold its breath, watching this moment of unprecedented discovery. Thanks for listening. Outside the ship's reinforced windows, the asteroid field continued its silent dance. Robotic probe drones hovered nearby, their advanced sensors continuously scanning the surrounding space, detecting minute changes in electromagnetic radiation. Yeon joined the team, her expertise in xenotechnology proving invaluable. She recognized subtle patterns that suggested the communication system was older than any known galactic civilization's technological records. These mechanical instructions, she explained, they're not just a message, they're a complete technological blueprint. Each decrypted segment revealed more complexity. The mechanical language contained adaptive algorithms that could reconstruct themselves, learn, and evolve. It was like discovering a living, breathing mechanical organism that communicated through precise movements and interactions. Jay's background in advanced engineering allowed him to see connections others might miss. The mechanical language reminded him of complex biological systems, each component interconnected, each movement purposeful and precise. Arya began constructing three-dimensional representations of the decoded information. Intricate mechanical structures materialized in holographic displays, looking like impossible machines that defied traditional understanding of technology. The communication system, Arya's smooth voice announced, contains self-replicating mechanical instructions with adaptive learning capabilities. The team realized they were dealing with something extraordinary. This wasn't just a message from an unknown civilization. It was a sophisticated technological system that could potentially revolutionize understanding of mechanical communication. Hours turned into days. The research team worked in shifts, each member bringing unique skills to the decryption process. Specialized quantum computers worked alongside human intuition, slowly unraveling the mechanical mystery. Robotic assistance drones moved around the laboratory, providing additional processing power and running complex simulations. Their metallic arms manipulated holographic displays, helping the human researchers visualize the intricate mechanical language. As more layers were decoded, a profound realization emerged. The mechanical communication system contained references to technologies far beyond current galactic understanding. It suggested the existence of an advanced civilization that had mastered mechanical communication at a level humanity was only beginning to comprehend. The ship's internal systems began showing subtle changes. Advanced sensors recalibrated themselves, almost as if influenced by the decoded mechanical instructions. It felt like the very technology around them was learning, adapting to the new information. Jay looked at his colleagues, a mixture of excitement and scientific caution in his eyes. They were standing at the threshold of a potential technological revolution, a discovery that could change humanity's understanding of communication, technology, and possibly existence itself. The mechanical signal continued its mesmerizing pulse, holding secrets of an unknown civilization, waiting to be fully understood. Thanks for listening. The research vessel, Celestial Horizon, vibrated with an electric sense of anticipation as Jay and Sung began mapping the mechanical language's intricate communication system. Their laboratory had transformed into a sanctuary of scientific discovery, filled with holographic displays that pulsed with complex geometric patterns and mechanical instructions. Yon brought specialized translation modules, advanced quantum processors designed to break down the most complex communication systems. Each processor looked like a delicate metallic sphere, spinning and recalibrating as it attempted to understand the mechanical language's unique structure. This isn't just communication, Jay explained, tracing intricate mechanical pathways on the holographic display. It's more like a living mechanical ecosystem. The mechanical language revealed itself as a breathtaking network of interconnected mechanical components. Each movement, each pulse, carried multiple layers of information. Like a symphony where every note contained entire stories, it resembled complex biological systems more than traditional technological communication. Arya, the ship's artificial intelligence, began constructing three-dimensional representations of the mechanical language. Holographic structures materialized, looking like impossible machines that danced and transformed with each decoded sequence. Robotic assistance drones moved around the laboratory, their precise mechanical arms manipulating additional holographic interfaces. They seemed almost alive, responding to the decoded mechanical language with subtle movements that suggested a form of mechanical intelligence. Outside the ship's reinforced windows, the asteroid field continued its silent dance. Distant stars flickered, Seemingly watching the unfolding discovery with cosmic curiosity, Sung discovered something extraordinary. The mechanical language contained self-adaptive communication protocols. Each component could modify itself based on received information. It was like watching a living machine that could learn, grow, and transform in real time. These communication sequences, Sung whispered, they're not just transmitting information, they're creating new information with each transmission. The team realized they were decoding something far beyond a simple message. This was a complete technological philosophy, a method of communication that treated information as a living, breathing entity. Microscopic mechanical components began appearing in their analysis, tiny structures that could reshape themselves, communicate through precise movements, and adapt to changing environments. Each component seemed to have its own form of mechanical intelligence. Yon's expertise in xenotechnology proved crucial. She recognized patterns that suggested the mechanical language originated from a civilization far more advanced than any currently known in the galactic records. "Imagine communication where every movement carries meaning," she explained, her eyes sparkling with scientific excitement. "Where language isn't just spoken or written, but physically constructed and reconstructed with each interaction." The ship's internal systems began showing fascinating responses. Advanced sensors recalibrated themselves, almost as if learning from the decoded mechanical instructions. Electrical systems pulsed with a newfound rhythm, suggesting a deeper connection with the discovered language. Robotic probe drones deployed outside the ship began moving in synchronized patterns, their movements reflecting the intricate dance of the mechanical language. It was as if the entire technological ecosystem was learning, adapting, communicating. Arya's voice cut through the excitement. Mechanical language contains adaptive learning protocols, potential for revolutionary communication technology detected. Jay realized they were witnessing something extraordinary, a communication system that blurred the lines between technology, language, and living systems. Each decoded sequence opened up new possibilities, new understanding of how information could be transmitted and transformed. The mechanical language continued its mesmerizing dance, a symphony of movement, information, and potential. It held secrets of communication that humanity had never imagined, waiting to be fully understood. Holographic displays filled with complex geometric patterns, robotic drones moved with synchronized precision, and the ship hummed with the energy of discovery. They were standing at the threshold of a technological revolution that could redefine everything known about communication. Hours turned into days, each moment bringing new revelations, new understanding of the mysterious mechanical language that had emerged from the depths of space. The universe seemed to hold its breath, watching. Thanks for listening. The communication channels erupted with a mixture of excitement and skepticism when news of the mechanical language discovery reached the Galactic Research Consortium. Representatives from multiple alien civilizations gathered in virtual conference rooms, their holographic projections flickering with a mix of curiosity and barely concealed disbelief. Jay stood before an enormous holographic display, his hands steady despite the immense pressure. Behind him, complex geometric patterns of the mechanical language danced, revealing intricate communication protocols that challenged everything known about interstellar communication. "This isn't just a breakthrough," Yon whispered to Sung. "This could completely reshape our understanding of technological communication." The consortium's representatives represented some of the most advanced civilizations in the known galaxy. Crystalline beings from the Proxima cluster, energy-based life forms from the Andromeda research networks, and silicon-based intelligent systems from the Quantum Collective, all watched with intense scrutiny. A representative from the Quantum Collective, a being commie. The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, punctuated by distant starlight and the gentle hum of the research vessel's celestial horizon. Jay Park sat hunched over his monitoring station, his fingers dancing across holographic displays with a mixture of boredom and intense concentration. 3 months into their deep space exploration mission, most days blended into a monotonous routine of scanning, logging, and waiting. The ship's interior felt like a second home, sleek metallic, walls lined with advanced monitoring equipment, soft blue ambient lighting, and the constant background sound of life support systems. Jay's colleagues were scattered across different stations, each absorbed in their own tasks. Sung Kim was reviewing stellar cartography data, while Yon Choi calibrated long-range sensor arrays. Suddenly, a faint blip caught Jay's attention. Most researchers would have dismissed it as cosmic interference, but something about this signal felt different. It wasn't random. There was a precise, almost mathematical rhythm to its transmission. "Hey, Sung," Jay called out, his voice calm but excited. "Can you take a look at this?" Sung rolled his chair across the compact research space, peering over Jay's shoulder. The signal danced across the screen, a complex pattern of mechanical pulses that seemed to defy standard communication protocols. "That's unusual," Sung muttered, adjusting the display's resolution. The celestial horizon glided through a particularly dense asteroid field, massive electromagnetic shields protecting the vessel from potential impacts. Outside the reinforced windows, massive rock formations drifted like silent sentinels, creating a haunting backdrop to their unexpected discovery. Jay began running multiple diagnostic scans, his fingers moving with practiced precision. The signal wasn't coming from any known galactic civilization's communication network. It wasn't broadcasting on standard frequencies used by explored species. This was something entirely different. A holographic 3D representation of the signal materialized between them, revealing intricate geometric patterns that seemed to pulse with an almost living energy. It reminded Jay of complex mechanical clockwork, each pulse connected to another in a mesmerizing dance of information. "We need to document this," Yon said, joining them and adjusting her neural interface headset. "This could be something significant." The ship's artificial intelligence, a sophisticated system named Aria, began processing the signal. Cool blue holographic interfaces flickered around them, displaying complex mathematical equations and potential signal origins. "Origin point calculated," Aria's smooth voice announced. "Sector G742. No previous exploration records exist." Sector G742 was a region considered virtually unexplored, a dark patch in humanity's stellar cartography filled with dense asteroid clusters and electromagnetic disruptions that made traditional scanning impossible. As they continued analyzing the signal, the ship's exterior sensors detected subtle movements among the surrounding asteroids. Something was shifting, almost imperceptibly. Robotic probe drones were automatically deployed, their sleek metallic bodies extending solar-powered scanning arms. Jay felt a mix of excitement and professional caution. Years of scientific training had taught him to be methodical, to question every anomaly. This signal was more than just random noise. It carried a deliberate complexity that suggested intelligent design. The probe drones returned fascinating initial data. Embedded within the asteroid field were microscopic mechanical structures, not natural formations but precisely engineered components that seemed to be communicating through intricate mechanical pulses. "This is beyond anything we've encountered," Sung whispered, his professional composure momentarily shaken. Their research vessel, equipped with state-of-the-art exploration technology, represented humanity's most advanced deep space capabilities. Yet this mysterious signal suggested there were technological frontiers far beyond their current understanding. As hours passed, the team worked tirelessly. Coffee mugs steamed, holographic displays filled with complex data, and the excitement of potential discovery electrified the ship's atmosphere. They were standing at the precipice of something monumental, a mechanical mystery that could rewrite humanity's understanding of technological communication. The signal continued its rhythmic pulse, waiting to be understood, holding secrets of potentially ancient unknown civilizations. Thanks for listening. The research laboratory hummed with concentrated energy as Jay and Sung dove deeper into the mysterious signal's decryption. Specialized quantum decoding algorithms flickered across multiple holographic screens, each attempt revealing tiny fragments of an intricate mechanical language. "This isn't standard encryption," Jay muttered, his fingers dancing across neural interface controls. Sweat beaded on his forehead, a testament to hours of intense concentration. Coffee mugs lined their workstation, some half empty, others forgotten in the pursuit of understanding. Area, the ship's advanced artificial intelligence, projected complex geometric patterns that seemed to pulse with an almost living intelligence. Each decrypted layer revealed more complexity, mechanical instructions that defied conventional communication protocols. Suddenly, a breakthrough emerged. What initially appeared as random mechanical pulses began transforming into structured information. It wasn't just a message. It was a complete communication system designed with mind-bending precision. The ship's research chamber transformed into a hub of excitement. Holographic displays erupted with color, showing intricate mechanical connections that resembled complex clockwork mechanisms more than traditional digital communication. "Look at this," Sung exclaimed, zooming into a particular sequence. The mechanical language seemed to have self-correcting mechanisms, adaptive communication, protocols that could modify themselves based on received information.